it's me, Renee. I'm back. And as you can see, this is a eurovisionathon themed video. So first, I kind of want to go preface and go talk a bit about that. So I've been thinking, going back and forth, if I want to do the eurovisionathon this year. I end up thinking, okay, you know what, I'm gonna do it because yeah, it's Eurovision named, but like it's not like you have to watch Eurovision if you wanna do the Eurovisionathon. It's just kind of an excuse to read books from around Europe or also Australia because they participate. Uh, and also, so in case you don't know, the idea is like, what should you watch Eurovision or not this year? Is because Israel is still participating while Russia is not participating. I've seen some arguments for why Russia should not because there was like some deal that it wasn't countries, it was TV channel and a TV channel. Like I think Russia themselves didn't want to participate. I think something like that. But yeah, and then for some time it was some talks about maybe Israel themselves not participating. Now they are participating, and uh, and also recently I saw an article about how if you're pro-Palestine, you shouldn't watch Eurovision Fun this year because it's part of the boycott Israel deal. Um, but I've been going back and forth myself about if I want to watch it or not, like the Eurovision Fun, because it's not like it's in Israel this year. It's just Israel is participating. I would say if Israel had been a winner last year and if it was like gonna be happening in Israel, it would be like no way I would watch. Now I'm still kind of unsure if I'm gonna watch or not. So I'm kind of leaning towards not watching. Because even though I've done Eurovision several years now, and I do like Eurovision, I wouldn't say like I'm a die-hard fan. Like I don't know all the Eurovision songs and all the Eurovision winners for like all the years. I haven't watched like every year. To me, like Eurovision, it's a fun night to watch interesting songs, but it's not like besides Eurovisionathon. I would say for me, Eurovisionathon is kind of more important than the Eurovision itself in a way. It sounds weird, but yeah. But yeah. So, but also like lately in these last few years, it's been like a TV program in Norway. I think also some people are board watch it somehow. But yeah, it's a TV show where a panel of people go through their songs and they talk about the songs. So it's Norwegians who talk about the songs, but it's not. It's like it's building up to Eurovision, but it's not directly part of Eurovision. I think I might watch that because honestly, I feel like often that's kind of, at least for me, the best part of Eurovision. So I might do that. Mm, but yeah, and I'm also gonna do the Eurovisionathon. But I'm not gonna read a book for Israel. I'm thinking I might read like actually I might read one or two books about Palestine, like during this Eurovision fund. I know you can just use one book for the year, but yeah. Also, I heard that Iceland is using a Palestinian Icelandic for a singer, so that's cool. If that's, I'm not sure if that's rumored or if that's confirmed, but that's very fun. But yeah, so that's kind of like my little preface here. I'm gonna do Eurovision fun. I'm gonna Yeah, and also I'm thinking I might like watch Eurovision and then just take the TV off when Israel sings. I might do that, but still, I'm kind of thinking like maybe I'll just not watch it at all. I think I might do that. But either way, I'm going to do Eurovision one. And this year, as some other years, I'm going to do some recommendation videos. This year, I decided to do like themed by genre. So as you can see from the title, this is crime books. Now, first I thought like, yeah, wouldn't it be fun to like this year do recommendations by genre instead of countries, or like instead of like new. Sometimes I'm doing them like books I've read since last year that would work for Eurovision Fun, and that's also a way to do it. Like newer reads in a way, like to get them in there. But yeah, I decided, you know what, I'm gonna do genre, and then I wrote a list that I discovered. Oh, you know what? I don't really read that much crime myself. And like when I'm doing recommendations video, I'd like to do like at least like most of them be like books that I myself have read and have enjoyed. So like I don't really like to like talk about just books that I've heard about that I have not read myself. So this is not like it's not really gonna be a crime book for every uh, eurovisionathon participating country because yeah, I haven't done that. I have not managed to get that. On the other hand, like there are a lot of crime books that are written by British authors or Australian authors, where like kind of like code crime, where they go through different countries. So like it's not gonna be difficult to find if you like crime. It's not really gonna be difficult to find it. Like find some ideas for that. But I do have a few books here myself. And also, I know I just said I don't really like to do recommendations with you, where talk about books I have not read. A few of these will be books I have not read, but they are books that it's not impossible I will read. So it's not like it's an me book, it's just books I have not read as of yet. And also because of the nature of at least this genre, this video as you, I don't know right now, but I'm thinking it might not be a big video, but sometimes small videos is fun as well, isn't it? So yeah, first we have Hans Olav Lahlum, uh, Menneskefluene. Uh, I'm not quite sure of all these books, but I know that I think at least three of these books are, are, are available in English. I think they're called The Human Flies. I think it's just directly translated, or might be something else, but I think it's more or less like similar translation, like it's more or less the same. So yeah, Hans Olav Lahlum, Norwegian historian and also writer. He writes actually both crime books, but also some non-fiction books. And he has this kind of like locked room vibe. Most of his books have like books story mysteries where it's either a locked room or it's impossible mystery where like someone dies and you kind of okay, it seems like it's something sketchy, but you don't really see like is it poison, like what happened. So it's kind of yeah interesting in that way. They're all historical. All the first one takes place during the 1960s, and then the later one takes place during the 1970s. And like you have some small, like you know it from like how the main character will have to use his phone. He can't use a mobile phone. He has to walk through a phone box or like use phones in cafes and whatnot. So it's kind of like very much woven into it, the historical aspect of it. And yeah, I do quite enjoy this. Though I did read his most recently. I'm not loving it as much as I loved before. But like the first few ones are quite good. And yeah, they're easily read. And yeah, if you want to pick up a crime book that's kind of that kind of style by a Norwegian author for Norway, you can do that. Right. And then we have Henning Mankell. So this right here, I have just kind of gotten one Henning Mankell book from the library. A lot of these are just from live for shows. I'm not sure I read all of them, but I read quite a lot of them when I was like 10 years ago or something, younger. So Henning Mankell is a Swedish author. He has written both crime and other books. But yeah, like his crime books is very well known. His main character is Kurt Wallander, who's both been adapted in Norwegian in Swedish, but it's also been adapted by British actors, but they filmed it in Sweden, so weird. But like I don't think so. Yeah, Tom Hiddleston was playing in that, and then also that other actor who's famous, Richard. No, Ray. I'm thinking about him. You know what? I'm gonna check it out because I can think like who it is, but I'm just kind of blanking out his name. It's just so annoying. Give me a little moment. I'm gonna check out his name. I'm gonna check out his name. He's a very famous both actor and also director. It is that guy. Yeah, Kenneth Branagh. Fred Penna was also in this adaptation. I think it's kind of two seasons with like the British cast and then probably more with the Swedish cast. But yeah. And yeah, it's been a while since I read Henning Mankell, but I very much enjoy his stories. I remember loving them earlier. So yeah, that's also an option if you want to go for like a crime book set in Sweden. It's this one. Also, I didn't I forgot about it until right now, but there's also Maria Lang, who's also a Swedish author, who's kind of also Agatha Christie-ish. She's historical, it's locked room, it's kind of small towns. So she's an author you can check out. I've read one of her books. Yeah, I think one of her books. She kind of got a renaissance like 8 years ago when like there was new movies and whatnot. And yeah, I believe her books are out in English, but they're old, so like you can probably find them in used bookstores or probably maybe in audiobooks or libraries. But yeah. And then we have the Murder Most, Murder Most, the Choose the Murder Club series by Richard Osman. So these are set in England, but they have a friend who's like in, oh yeah, he's in all books, and he's from Bosnia. Yeah, from Bosnia. And then in the third book, there's a main character, who is like a suspect that's from Finland, I want to say. I think he's from Finland, Sweden. He's from one of those countries. So yeah, so you have like some side characters who is from different countries, and like yeah, some side characters from like Eastern European countries and whatnot. But the main it's set in England, but for Eurovision fun, the nice thing is that you don't really have the book doesn't have to be set in that country. It can just have one character from that country. So if you have not read this series yet, and a fun excuse to pick up the series. And recently, I just finished Mystery and Mayhem, which is an anthology collection. It's a middleweight mystery collection. So these are all I want to say most of them are I can't say for sure, but I'm pretty sure most of them are British authors. I think maybe one of them is French. Her name is French at least, Clementine Bouet. Maybe she's French British. Anyway, so all of these books either books stories they either take place in the UK. One of them takes place in France, and one of them takes place in the US. So the US won't work because they're not part of the Eurovisionathon, but Eurovision. But yeah, if you want a book for France, a book for the UK, pick up this one. It's a fun little anthology. I suppose also I'm not quite sure how how the rules are if you want to do an anthology. If you do just read one book from one story from an anthology, does that count, or do you have to read all the whole anthology? Helen from Helen's Bookhaven. How is that? How are the rules for anthologies? Because like sometimes I mean you just want to pick up one book, one story in an anthology you don't want to read because you don't have to read more in one go because the nature of anthologies. But yeah. Anywho, and then we're going to go on to the books I have not read, but that fit for this for the genre. So we have Lisa Marklund, which is a Swedish author. I'm pretty sure. I don't know for sure, but I feel like most Scandinavian crime authors are available in English because I feel like there's like big boom of like Nordic noir. Oh, you write so good crime in Norway, Sweden, Denmark. So I feel like a lot of these are available in other languages. So might be wrong. I have had this on my shelf for a while, but yeah, my dad gave it to me. This is a more like crime thriller set in during the Nobel Peace Prize evening, and then someone dies and things happen. So yeah, if you want to read from Sweden, you have Nils Martin also being an option. And then for France, there's the Mastering the Art of French Murder, an American in Paris mystery, which I've seen this book around. I have not read it myself, but I've seen it around, and I thought, yeah, why not show this one? Yeah, I know like most of these countries I'm talking about right now, it's France, it's England, it's well, Norway and Sweden, it's not that, but yeah, like France, England, it's like not that difficult to find options for those countries. But, like, I feel like if there's a lot of options, it's still kind of nice people like show you like this is a good option, this is a good option, because if there's a lot of options, you can be like so many options. I'm not just not gonna choose. So yeah, having something suggested to you probably not the worst. And I just found in a library because I just went to a library. I just found the Helsingør Sewing Club by Ella Gieland. So this seems to be actually kind of more like a historical than a crime, but seems like also like mystery slash historical book. So yeah, it's set in Denmark, and it's about yeah what happened during the war, but it's also like it's dual timelines, the war, Second World War, and 2019. So kind of like a cozy crime mystery war book in a way. So yeah, and yeah, that's the crime books, and I've hoped you got some ideas for. Am I going to show you that one? No, no, because it doesn't really work. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, that's the video for right now. And if you have some crime books that you feel works for Eurovision, it's either a character that's from a place that's taking place this year Eurovision, or if it's set someplace, or if it's by an author from that place, please comment down below so other people can have ideas. And yeah, see you soon. Bye.